Whoa. I need to adjust this real quick. Well, I need to make myself a little bit bigger for you guys. How's that? Okay. I think my tracking is going to be a little bit different than last week, but hopefully it's not bad. For some reason, the settings on the iPhone don't seem to save for some reason. I don't really know why. I don't really know why they don't save, but they don't for some reason. So, couldn't tell you. Thank you for the lurkies, Freya. Good job with firsties. Kat, welcome in. Thank you for the 10 stream watch streak. Holy shit. That's such a long time. I appreciate the support. I think I need to adjust, There's something I need to adjust, but I'm not quite sure what it is. I think it's like maybe my mouth open sensitivity. I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll figure it out over time. I'm like new to this like different type of tracking, but I know it's going to be better once I figure it out. And once I get there, it'll be all smooth sailing from there. But as soon as I started driving, oh well, hello, welcome in. You're not driving anymore, are you? You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't put yourself in jeopardy like a goober. No, I'm parked. Okay. Did you just get home, or? Yeah. Oh, nice. All right, let me get the capture set up. After stream today, I'm gonna finish up editing the VOD from last sausage stream, and I should have it ready to go for upload tomorrow. We'll see, but it should be ready. I'm sure it'll be ready, because it shouldn't take too long. It's mainly like cutting it up, and I think I want to do like maybe like light editing on it, not like any heavy editing or anything like that, but I want to like edit it a little bit so it's not just VOD. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see what I feel like doing when I get there. Why capture? Oh, there's capture. Hello, Hoggy Woggies. Let me, I think I need to add, can I duplicate this source? I'm trying to think of how I want to do the vertical source, or what do you call it? I could just add another version of this source. Let me do that, and then we'll put it here, and then it'll go all the way on the bottom, and then we'll just kind of like max it out. Something like that, maybe. I wish I could add like a slight blur to it. I'm just messing around with like the vertical stream at the moment. Also, I don't have my blinking synced up this time, so it'll be like a little different. Just a little bit. But if you guys have the internet bandwidth capability and would like to support me, I would suggest tabbing up my YouTube stream. It'll help out a lot with like watch hours and stuff like that. So I would appreciate it. But if not, no worries. All good. But I wanted to show you guys the ones I did offline. I only did like a couple offline. We left off at the skull and I didn't get very far, as you can see. It gets a little, the sausage handling gets a little difficult. It's not as easy as it once was. You can probably turn it up like a little bit. But definitely raised in difficulty in this the wiener techniques get a little complicated from here on out. You guys will see when I get to that point. I'm just gonna redo these levels so you guys can see me finish them. But there is a level later that I was just completely stumped on, and I think the only way I'm actually gonna be able to finish it is by pure luck. Because I guess my masterful techniques and sausage handling is just not good enough. I think you need to be a little bit better than I am to grasp. Ooh. But we'll get there. I don't have a game necessarily lined up for after this, because I'm sure we'll probably only play this for like maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours ish. But I also don't think I'll make a part 2 as a video for this. I think I'm just gonna make the part 1, or just the one-off of it. Oh, also, there's a series I want to start doing for short form that I was talking to Major about last night. There's a website called The Rhyme Game, and I can actually show it to you guys on stream maybe after we do some of the sausage stuff. But there's a website called The Rhyme Game, and it's like a daily game where you can like build up a streak with it and stuff. But the whole point of it is to like get better or like learn how to freestyle rap. And it basically gives you like word prompts for you to like rhyme. And it gives you like a bar measure for like the beat on like how you're supposed to, or like how fast you're supposed to go. But it's pretty cool, and I think it would be make for a really good like daily short form series, because if I do 32 bars, it would be about a little over a minute long, which would be perfect for short form. And I think I've always just kind of wanted to do like a long-term series of something, and I think learning how to freestyle would be a kind of a cool thing to do or to get good at. So I'll give it a shot and we'll see what happens. It really just depends on if I'm enjoying it or if people even want to watch it. But I think that's the thing with long-term series is you kind of have to be in it for yourself more than to like show others, because it's not something that's gonna get like a lot of views or anything like that, and it's mainly just for, you know how like sometimes you'll only really see people's like long form series pop up in your feeds after the series has been going on for a while. That's basically what it would happen with this too, is I'm not gonna expect it to like get any traction like initially or anything like that. I think it'd be silly to expect it to. So I just have to go into it with that understanding of like, yeah, not really gonna have anybody watching this initially or even really interested in it initially, because like I'm not good at like rapping or freestyling, but that's kind of like the whole point of trying to get better at it, which is to try and get good at it. This level is like super difficult, and I think I honestly just kind of lucked out on it the first time I beat it, because I don't think there is really like a rhyme or reason on how to beat this necessarily, because of just how floppy the wiener is. It's hard to like accurately, or it's hard to like predict how it's gonna flop. And it usually it builds up momentum so fast. And yeah, even like that one I feel should have like worked out, but it didn't, just because of the way it flopped. So like you can only do so much, and there is like a decent amount of luck involved in this game, but it's okay. Oh my goodness. We might be here a while. I might nail it quickly, who's to say? Because this one, I feel like this one more than the other levels so far, this one feels like it has a lot more luck involved than the other ones. Oh my god. We shall see. But sorry I'm so late to stream though today. I was gonna start stream, I think like, I was gonna start stream like 2 hours ago. Oh. But I was hanging out at a friend's place watching anime, and we kind of ended up going like a little longer than I initially thought we were going to. But it's okay. I think I have an idea on how to do this actually. Oh, not like that. Oh, it was almost there. But like, what if I, oh, not that, no. What if I do this and then make sure it like hits it on the way down to kind of like break momentum? You know what I mean? Would it do the same thing every time if I just keep it like this? Or will it do something different every time? It kind of feels like it's doing something different every time. No? Yeah, it is. Can I just like hold it and then like hope for the best and then just like see if it'll work? No way, right? Yeah, I don't think that technique is gonna work out for us. Oh, it just like, bro, it like launched itself. That was funny. Let's see. Oh? Oh? Oh. Damn. My goodness, dude. Oh my god. I have been like a tick with like my right middle finger where I'll just like hit the right mouse button sometimes. Oh! Oh shit. Nice. W? Hi Yaki. Or I Evan. My bad, dude. I remember like your name is Ivan after I said it wrong. Well, welcome in, dude. Appreciate you. I don't even mind it. I mean, it's definitely like a different way of saying your username. Hope your Sunday has treated you well. Damn. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh. You know what game I want to play again is Magic Chameleon. I think Freya was talking to me about trying to get a group together for it, and I would honestly really love that. I want to play Magic Chameleon again. It's such a good game. Just like endless content. Especially if you do like silly bits and stuff, which is just like my favorite way to play any game, is silly bits. Oh fuck, I remember this one now. Yeah, this one feels so luck based. This one's tough. You gotta like rest it. I don't know if you guys can see my mouse at all, but you gotta, there's a very like clear spot on the other side of the sword, and you gotta rest the wiener. Oh my god, that thing got launched. I like how you can see my head move as I'm like as I'm like following the sausage like move across the screen. Whoa. I actually don't remember how big my main monitor is. I think my main monitor is like 26 inches. I can't remember at this point. I know my two, well actually I don't even remember what my two, so I have 3 monitors. I have one as my main monitor for doing like primary things like gaming or editing and stuff, and then I have 2 side monitors. One of them is basically just a glorified Discord monitor. And then the other one I usually use for really almost everything else, like YouTube and just browser stuff. I basically use it for like browser stuff. I also, the monitor I hold Discord on, I also use that for like Steam applications. But yeah, my two, I have kind of a weird monitor like setup. It's not like I have like one in the middle and then the other 2 are on either side. I have one and the one in front of me, and then I have the other 2 monitors off to like my left side, and they're like stacked on top of each other. It's definitely like a weird monitor setup for sure. But it works for me. The main reason I do it this way is because my desk, I like having my PC on my desk. I don't like having it on the floor because of like dust buildup and stuff. So with my computer, my PC being on my desk, I don't have like room to do the monitors on like either side of my main monitor. So they kind of have to be stacked on top of each other on like one side of me. Whoa. This one might take a while. This one I think I honestly got past with just sheer luck. Sometimes I can't tell if it's better or not for me to like try and catch it in the pan and then kind of like try to let it slide for momentum, or if it's better to like, whoa, that was like a trick shot or like a skateboard trick, or if it's better to like just try and catch the momentum of it like on the way down. Because I feel like you don't really get enough speed when you do it that way. Hi, Spicy. Oh, frick. Did it again. It's such a specific amount of speed you need for this, though. There's low-key a little something in your head. Damn it. It's such a hard one. That's the closest we've had it on this so far. Yeah, I'm trying to land a sausage on it so I can take it out. Ah! It's getting so close. Oh! Oh, no! How did that not work? Ah. Oh my god. But thanks for looking out, Spicy. I honestly didn't even notice. I wouldn't have realized it until you pointed it out. Oh my god. Oh, damn. Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, damn it. I get so close. That wiener's got to sit on that sword perfectly. It's got to be right rubbed up against it, man. It's got to be hugging that thing. Oh my god. I kind of want to re-upload the statue clip because it didn't get like pushed at all. At least on YouTube, I kind of want to re-upload it. Anyways, this stupid cop won't stop flashing his cool bomb pop colors at me. I'll let him pass or something. Good luck with whipping your weenie around. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. I hope the cop gives you a cool bomb pop, dude. Bro, imagine they just had them like on tap. Just like if you're a good boy when they pull you over and you like comply and everything, they give you a bomb pop as a reward. Hi Flea, what's up, dude? Bro, that'd be kind of sick. They need to have like reward incentives like that for being a good citizen. I like how some of these wieners are just getting lost like behind my head, like I'm just absorbing them into my mind. Flea, you should get Taro to play this game. I know your community would make a ton of great jokes with it. Fuck. My God. Dude, this is tough. I've had like so many that have gotten so close, but it just doesn't quite work out the way I need it to. Damn, dude. Oh, that was really close. Oh, I need to start doing that more. Just like catching it and letting it like do that. It seems like a right around the power that I really need it to be at, so I should probably try doing that more. Ooh, oh, that was really close. It was just like a little bit more. That probably would have worked out really well. I don't know why I'm mashing the button for my mouse. Like there's a pressure sensitivity to it and it's not just on or off for like flipping the pan. It's that thing of like when you're at like an arcade machine well, obviously like at an arcade, and it's like you're like using like a claw machine or something, and you like smack the button because you're like now, and you're like trying to make sure it's like right exactly when you need it to be, but the pressure of you doing it doesn't matter at all. It's because it's not like a pressurized like system, but you're like, I need to mash the button or else it's not gonna know. I'm doing that right now with my mouse, with like trying to make sure it's like using full power, even though it's not. It's just up or down. It's not anything like crazy like that. You simply have to. You just gotta make sure it knows that you need it to be at full power. Even though it's always going to be at full power, you have to make sure it knows. Me pressing harder, mouse harder to charge an arrow with Sova. Dude, I haven't played Valorant in so long, dude. Man. I'm just not good at it. I'm just not good at shooters. Hi, Gam. It's good to see you. I'm just bad at shooters, so I don't play them. I think the only shooter I really play like now and then, oh, why'd you have to do that to me? Every now and then is like Overwatch, but that's because like Overwatch is more than just like shooting. It's like ADHD simulator, but like as a shooty game. Fucking finally, dude. Holy shit. 10? Yo, let's go, dude. That's freaking poggers, my guy. Thank you for the 10 stream watch streak. I appreciate your dedication. Oh, there it goes. Damn. Damn, there's something about like the sausage just sliding down the airplane's back is crazy work. There's something about it that feels weird, dude. Dr. Val, much prefer Overwatch. I feel like I should honestly play Overwatch more because I enjoy playing it, but I don't know. I feel like there's better uses of my time. Hi, Raccoon. Can't be here for long. No worries, dude. Appreciate you just being here and stopping by and all that. Hey, that was actually kind of a nice trick shot there. Got it right on him. Right on his head. Is it gonna accept the wiener? Is it gonna take the wiener, damn it? Take the wiener. Accept the wiener. Bro. I hate when the game does this sometimes, where it's like, it's very clearly I beat the level, but it's just like, nah, actually, you know, I disagree for some reason. I don't think you actually did beat it. All right, we'll do it over. Bam. Oh, there goes the sausage. Hello? Ugh. Oh. Ah, it's barely coming off. Holy shit. Take the wiener. Pim, I don't think you should be yelling that. I mean, it's like, it's accurate to what I'm like doing, right? So it's like, it's not like a wrong statement. You know what I mean? But I get where you're coming from. Oh fuck, we're back here. This is, I got to this is where I left off, like playing it offline. And dude, this shit is so impossible. I don't think I'm actually ever gonna beat this. It's just, it's a real tight fit for such a girthy sausage, if you know what I mean. It's just a real tight fit. You got to get it like at the exact point. It's okay. We'll slide that sausage right on in there. Don't you worry. I'll get it eventually. I'm determined. Kind of want to like try it. So the technique I was doing before and I honestly got really close a couple times, was using the momentum of it like coming out and then hitting the edge of it and like trying to get the tip on the flip to enter into that brick hole. But it's like, it's pretty RNG based, but I feel like it would work eventually. I feel like that sentence should never have existed. Like in the grand scheme of the human civilization or like species as a whole, there are like sentences being said in reference to this game that should never have existed in the first place. But I feel like you could say that a lot about silly indie games, right? They kind of make us say things that we never thought we would ever say. We'll get there. Believe me, we'll get there. Don't you worry. I don't think I'm gonna have a short for you guys today. It's past the usual time of when like I would upload one. I might do a late night upload on that like rhyming game that I want to start as a daily series. Yo! Fucking W. Holy. I knew eventually that technique would work out. It was just a little RNG on it, you know. We got there eventually. Man. Voicer, dude. I want to play that game again, but it's tough because like it's hard to upload that content because of like copyright restrictions. But I did stream it once already, and it was fun when I did stream it. But man, that's a tough to make content with because of getting strikes. Not strikes, but like what do you call it? Like limited, like the videos get like limited, like they don't get pushed as much because it's copyrighted content or whatever. Like I don't give a shit about like making money on those videos, because I mean I don't make money on YouTube anyway. So it's like, if the whole point was all they did was take ad revenue, I don't care. They can do that all day. But that's not all they want. They want the video like completely taken down or like completely blocked from like people watching it, which is the problem I have, because I want people to be able to watch the sillies. Hi, Dragon. But yeah, I did. A lot of people have been uploading Choicer Voicer stuff, or like Choicer Voicer videos now, which is funny because like I was right on the cusp of like the trend taking off, but the video that I tried editing and uploading couldn't get uploaded because of copyright restrictions. So it's a shame. I think I just chose the wrong things to dub. That would give me too much trouble with uploading, so it's whatever. How is this game about sausage? Well, you see that thing wiggling through the chopsticks? It's that. That's the whole link here on how it's about sausage. That's about it. I think it'd be funny if for some reason they just made a convoluted lore for all this, so it's not the worst. Yeah, you could say that. That is true. I got those Pokemon donuts. They were okay. It was obviously, it's like for the novelty, right? Was the whole point of getting them, but I feel like the quote-unquote flavors were not really there, at least for the location I got mine at. They were... It just kind of felt like donuts with frosting on them, which is fine. I just don't think they should have hyped it up as being like, super interesting flavors or whatever. I kind of want to try doing more community nights on Discord with the community. I think I might do those on weekends, even on like work nights, because like on my days off, oh, Charmander was easily the best one. Yeah, no, Charmander was awesome. I think after that it's the Pikachu one, and then the rest of them kind of just felt samesies. The Squirtle one was good too. Oh fuck, I accidentally closed the game. Whoopsies. Is the capture gonna pop back up? Please. Capture, please. There we go. Oh, that's right. But yeah, the Charmander was easily the best, for sure. Charmander, then Pikachu, and then the rest of them were kind of the same, but I think the Squirtle one also stood out a little bit. The Bulbasaur one was okay. And the Jigglypuff one was okay. But yeah, I think on my days off, obviously I want to stream, but I think if I ever have like a weekend shift where I'm getting home at like, you know, 9:30 or 10 or whatever, I want to try doing a community night on those like weekend nights. Just because that's when people are usually like up later than normal and can hang out like late at night, but I don't want to like do a late night stream or anything. So then we can just try to build a, you know, a more tight-knit community of people that want to hang out and stuff. Because I think that's really what's lacking right now on the Discord, is that we play Wordle and we post memes and sometimes food. And I think that's about all that we do on the Discord right now. So I want to make it a little more community driven. So I think I'm gonna start doing that on the weekends, the weekend nights that I do work. I'll try to host some kind of community night. Maybe we'll like watch a movie, or we'll play like a big party game like Magic Chameleon or something. Try my best over here? What do you mean? Hi, Goose. Wordle mentioned. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the taste report tonight. I hope it's better than last night, because I'm sorry, man. Taste report being ash does not sound great. Oh, do you mean in like terms of like using the Discord dragon? No, I'm not trying to like dog anybody, dude. I'm not trying to like put anybody down. I appreciate that you guys like using the Discord. I think it's just like I want to make more of an effort on my part to like utilize the Discord more. I appreciate you guys that are like actually using the Discord. I'm just talking about like what I can do on my part to like be more active in it and try to like build a more a tighter knit community. That I'm not trying to be mean or anything. Sorry if it came off that way. Big moose. Big moose. Moose kind of scare me. Do moose scare anybody else? They're kind of spooky. Not spooky, but just like terrifying creatures. Cause they're like they weigh like half a ton, and they just have so much muscle, and they're just fucking huge creatures. They could kill you so fast. And they're often like, they're like passive aggressive because they're like territorial and stuff. And they also get like scared easy, and when they get scared, they get fighty. So like more often than not, a moose will like charge you if it feels threatened instead of like running away. Which is like totally opposite of like deer, because deer will just run away every time. Cat in the Hat analog horror. Analog horror actually freaks me out, man. There was like a really big boom of like analog horror games and stuff, and I'm just like, man, I can't do any of those, dude. What was that game? What was that one game people were playing for like a little bit? Like something, it was like something about gosh, what was it? There was this like analog horror game people were playing that I'm totally blanking on whatever the fuck it was. But yeah, it was like really popular for a short period. I forgot to tab up my friends. Let me do that real quick. Midnight Shift? No, this was like something that was popular I want to say like last year. I remember actually, you know what? Since I'm tabbed out, I'm gonna look it up. Cause I'm curious what the fuck I'm thinking about. Cause I'm pretty sure Markiplier played it. Markiplier usually plays like all the really popular games or whatever. It was definitely something that I didn't want to play myself because I was too scared of it. Oh, it was No, I'm Not Human. That was it. I think? No. Maybe? Yeah, no, it's No, I'm Not Human. That was the game. No, I Am Not Human. That was the game. That game fucking freaked me out, dude. Such a peak game. I couldn't do it. I couldn't even like watch it. Just, I don't know. Analog horror in general is just like not, it's one of two horror genres that actually get me is analog horror and paranormal. Did I get it? Oh my God, there's no way. Dude, there have been people who have spent hours on this one and we knocked it out. Professional wiener handler. Protecting my title. But yeah, no, that game is spooky. Or it's but yeah, the two genres that get me is analog horror and paranormal. Every other genre of horror I'm not super bothered by. Just cuz my brain is able to like deflect a lot of the scariness of like other horror genres, but analog horror and paranormal, my brain is just like, ooh, don't like that very much. I don't like that. Don't like the aesthetic. It's freaky. Kind of wanted to try and get it on the Easter Island's big ass nose, bruh, but it would not do it. Would not do it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think it'll be fun trying to do like more community nights on like weekend nights or whatever. Because I know this coming Saturday I'm gonna be busy. Oh, not busy. I'm gonna be working. So this coming Saturday, I should be able to hang out for community night. And I might try like scheduling the night so people can like try to be there to hang out and stuff. I definitely like a lot of my evenings after work, if I'm on, you know, because I'm not streaming, a lot of my evenings consist of editing. So that's mainly why I don't do community nights like during the week or anything. And then like I said, my days off, I want to be able to stream so I can try at least streaming like 3 days a week. I remember when my schedule was a lot more free with my last job, and then when I was between jobs, I was able to do the 4 streams a week thing. But yeah, times change. After I get back from Wasteland Weekend this year, I'm definitely going to be trying to get a new job again, but it's a little too close to Wasteland Weekend for me to like try to make a new job work. Just because it'd be a hard sell for a job to be like, hey, if you hire me, I will not be available for the last week of September and the first week of October. And they're like, what? But we're hiring you. I'm like, sorry, I have a prior obligation. So but yeah, I'm hoping when I get back from Wasteland, it won't be too hard to find a new job. I'd had like a few interviews this year. I think I had maybe 4 for different job prospects, and they just didn't work out. 2 of them I just got completely ghosted on after having an in-person interview. And then the other 2, I at least got an email saying I wasn't selected. But, you know, it's okay. I'm used to a lot of rejection from job applications because, bro, the last year when I was in between jobs, I think it took me like 3 months or 3 or 4 months to get the job I have right now. It's crazy. The job market's fucking wild right now. Also, like, the last job I had an interview for, I had a phone interview, and then that phone interview went well, and the guy was like, okay, cool, this went well, I'm gonna push you forward to the manager of the facility, and he'll get in contact with you on your days off, because I told him what days I had off, and we'll go from there, and he'll schedule you in for an in-person interview and then a walk around the facility to like see how you understand the job and everything like that. And then I just didn't hear anything back, and bro, it is so unbelievably frustrating to like be told like, hey, this went well, would love to hear back from you, and then we'll move forward, and then nothing happens. Like, what do you mean, dude? How could you be like that unprofessional to where you're like, yeah, we want to move forward, and then nothing happens? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? I hate being ghosted. When I was job hunting years ago, it's fucked up, man. It really shouldn't be allowed, but it's so like commonplace now. It's fucking crazy. What do you call a delivery of German sausages? I don't know. Is this like a German pun maybe? I don't know German. Lollipop. Have you guys ever had these like comical like swirly lollipops before? A worst case scenario. This fucking guy, I swear to God. Have you guys ever had these like comical like swirly rainbow lollipops before? I've only ever had one in my life, and it was incredibly disappointing because I was like, this just tastes like sugar. I expected this to be like a variety of flavors spun together into like a lollipop, but it was just sugar, and it felt so disappointing. Low-key, I haven't been ghosted on a job because I kind of just got drafted into mine. Is that like a good or a bad thing? Like, I hope you don't hate your job. Dude, that Heavy Knight manga that you're reading is the anime is cool, but like the cinematic direction they went with it is so hard to watch because it's so like experimental. And they also kind of do a thing in the anime where like 5 minutes of the beginning of the episode is like a recap, and I'm like, I hate when they do that, man. They're like, hey, you want a job, no interview or anything, just right into it. That's funny. I think I've definitely had like jobs in the past where I was like hired on the spot at the interview, but that was haven't had that with like any of my recent jobs. That was something that happened when I was younger. DBZ did that too. Like, I don't mind recaps, but like it's kind of egregious how much of the episode is a recap for Heavy Night. I love the concept though. I love like underdog stories where it's just like everybody thought this guy sucked, but actually he's like the only one that knows what's going on. Yeah, I like stuff like that. Dude, how am I supposed to get this like on top? Dude, this is such like a weird thing. Oh, wait. Actually, hold on. I think we might be onto something here. Oof. My God. This one is a little baffling to me because we haven't had to go reverse like this before. I guess like technically you could have done a reverse drop on the stairs level, but I didn't do that, so I didn't like learn the technique very well. I think what I'm supposed to do though is I'm supposed to like catch it and like kind of keep flipping it to like control the momentum a bit and then let it kind of like get angle flopped down. I don't know. The words I'm saying probably don't make a lot of sense unless you're like playing this game alongside me or something. But yeah. Anime can do is make an entire episode of recap. Dude, that shit pissed me off with slime anime. I think last season slime anime dedicated a whole like New Day episode to being a recap. I was like, this is probably the worst thing you could do to your fans, and it really annoyed me. Like, if you guys need a gap week, take a gap week, but don't like dedicate like resources to putting out a recap episode because people don't want it. I'd be much happier if they're like, hey, we're taking an extra week for production, so there's no episode this week. I'd be like, okay, that sucks, but I get it, man. Like, production can be like that sometimes. Don't just like waste resources on making a recap episode, because anybody who gives a shit about the series is already gonna know what's going on and doesn't need it. So I'm actually watching so many anime this season. It's crazy. It's funny that you hit hydrate at that second because I was just taking a drink of water when you did that. Crazy timing. Dude, I'm getting like close on this one. I'm kind of understanding the concept, but it's hard to like get the right angle going here. Maybe I need to like not have it like tilted up when I'm hitting the tip, if that makes sense. I think I'm just yapping to myself about the strategy here, but it's okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. That thing was dancing on the pan, dude. I don't know if I mentioned it last stream or not. I might have, but something like really awkward happened at work last week, where we had a bunch of DMs doing like a conference meeting, because like part of my location is, well, my location is divided into 3 things. We have retail, commercial, and corporate at at where I work. Like, so we literally have a corporate office attached to our building. And every now and then we'll get like every DM, district manager in the region, at our location, having like an in-person like conference meeting and stuff. And while that is stressful, I don't typically let it get to me, because I'm just like, I already know I'm good at my job. I don't need, like, I don't care what they think. I know I make the best sales in the fucking store and everything. So on that subject, my district manager ended up coming up to me like while I was working, like after we didn't have any like customers in the building or whatever, and he's like, "Hey, real name, or hey Hertz, just wanted to congratulate you on having the second best sales in the district." And I was like, "Oh, cool, man. That's awesome. Happy to contribute." And he gave me a firm handshake and a pat on the back, and he's like, really love what you're doing, man. Keep it up. Keep up the good work." And I'm like, "Yep, just doing my job." And it's funny that getting like praise for like being good at your job is now all that they do. If like you're doing good, they don't, like, it never comes with like a raise or a bonus or anything. It's just, "Hey, you're doing great. We love that you're making us a lot of money. Keep it up." So later that day, like towards the end of like the normal like work day, I do closing shifts, so it wasn't like my end of day. My end of day is like around 9 o'clock, but their end of day was like 5 or whatever. So there was a whole like group, or this whole group of like district managers in the back of the store near our commercial department, just talking, and then we would hear like clapping happening and like stuff like that. So I think they were handing out like accolades maybe to people, and which is whatever, doesn't affect us or anything. But I had to go back there to grab something for a customer, and I had to go back into our, because they were basically back where like we keep stuff in the back kind of thing. So I had to go back there to grab something. And my district manager again like pulled me into the center of the circle, mind you, where they were all like kind of like in like a little camp circle thing where they're all like our VP of operations was like in the center like talking and stuff, and so they were all circling around him, and then my district manager pulls me into the center of the circle and is like introduced me to everybody like by name, and was like, this is my second best salesman in my district, and everyone was just like, woo, yeah, and they were like clapping and stuff, and it felt so weird and like forced and awkward, and I'm like, yep, I just need to go grab a part. And then you know, and I got a couple high fives from people, and it was just so weird. And it was just so awkward and funny, and I couldn't help but talk to my coworker during the closing shift that night about how, like, man, they're so happy to just like clap and like say all these nice things and give you a pat on the back, but they wouldn't even, they would scoff at the idea of like giving me a bonus or something, or giving me a raise for like doing such a good job. Which is, at the end of the day, it's why I'm gonna be looking for a different job. I'm probably gonna just keep doing sales stuff. I think I've gained a lot of like valuable experience at this job with sales that I'll probably be able to like move that over into a different job. I would want to try being a service advisor at like a dealership or a mechanic shop. I think I could do that pretty well. Just kind of hoping that I can get into that position. But hey, I'll be able to like utilize that accolade though that they've given me of like having the second best sales in my district, which I think my district covers like 10 store locations. So that's like out of maybe 50 or 60 retail sales employees, I was the second best. So I'll be able to probably utilize that as like leverage or proof of like ability in an interview for a future job. Damn, I keep getting so close on this thing, but maybe I feel like I'm doing something wrong because I get so close and then it doesn't happen. Damn. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get this one. I'm getting really good at like handling the sausage just inside the pan, but trying to get it flipped backwards like this, how they want it to get flipped backwards, oh, it's just so impossible. What would you guys want to do for a community night this coming Saturday? Would we prefer a movie or a game? I guess technically we could do both. There isn't like any limit. I guess it's the main limitation is just time. I guess it depends on when it get around to like, well, yeah, the limitation is just kind of time, because it would be like late at night, because like I said, I work Saturday, so I'd get home like around 9:45 Central, probably be on my PC around like 10 p.m. Central, so we probably only have like maybe 2-3 hours to like do stuff. I'm tempted to look up a video on how people did this to see if like maybe I could try matching it. I was back when I was a line cook at an Italian restaurant, and I had to learn how to flip cook with a pan. I've done it before for funsies, like at home, but only with stuff that I feel like would be easy to like flip. So I've only ever done like stir fry or like burgers or like pancakes or something, or I don't know, just really simple stuff. I've never tried flipping something that had like sauce in it or like a lot of liquid. I feel like that would kind of spook me a bit. Oh my goodness. You can kind of just like really fuck with the sausage here. Dude, how am I supposed to get it lean, like twist it back? How to learn how to make chicken piccata and chicken marsala. I don't remember what those are off the top of my head. Let me look it up. Chicken piccata. Oh, it's like chicken with like some fettuccine noodles, or it's just like chicken in like a certain type of sauce. And then there's marsala, which is also a chicken in like a sauce. Oh. Okay. Y'all talk about cooking and it's so silly because I just have an inability for it. Have you like tried cooking in the past and it just wouldn't work out kind of thing? I've definitely messed up while cooking before. Like I tried making, I fucked up making like fried rice one time because I was using like olive oil and I just added too much olive oil, and that too much olive oil will just ruin whatever you're making. You have to be very careful with olive oil because it's such like a concentrated thing. At least I think that's what went wrong. That was a long time ago. I've burned some frozen pizzas in my day just for getting it in the oven and not setting a timer. I definitely am like a frozen food aficionado at this point. I eat like a lot of frozen food just because I'm lazy and it's just easy. And like a lot of the time when I come home from work, I don't want to have to like make something, you know? It just doesn't resonate with me. That's fair. Have you ever tried baking? I feel like that for certain people, baking is actually like easier than cooking because it's literally you follow a recipe to the exact like T. And like if you're good at like following instructions, it is perfect for that. Like cooking is also following instructions, but it can also be like a little like vague sometimes in how people do cooking, where it's just like this part is just add what you think would work here, and that's just not how shit works sometimes. Oh fuck, I forgot to plug my phone in, dude. My iPhone is dying. I'm not used to like using an iPhone for tracking. I forgot I need to plug it in when I'm using it. Literally any type doesn't work with me. I mean, hey, at least you know. You can be like, ah, this is just something I shouldn't do. Will Hertz ever get past the lollipop level? Let me look it up. Weird game about sausage lollipop. Did Northern Lion beat it? Or does the video end with him not beating it? No way! Northern Lion hasn't beaten the lollipop level yet? Bro. That's crazy. Okay, you literally do it but how I think you're supposed to do it, which is just flipping it around and then trying to hit the edge of it just right. So I'm on the right track of like how you're supposed to do this. Hi Ray. It just sucks because people get mad at me when I don't eat like good foods and I just can't seem to get it to them that I physically can't cook. I mean, that's fine. You know, it's good that you like understand that about yourself, but people can be like really annoying about it, so I can understand the frustration of that. That's a dangling sausage. It sure is, man. I'm trying to prove myself as wiener handling aficionado #1. I'm trying to prove my sausage slinging skills. How I handle these hogs, how I grasp these glizzies. I could go on. Go on. How I wrap these wieners. give me some more names for sausages. I'll come up with something. Give me more nicknames for sausages, huh? I'll come up with a phrase for it. Franks? I could fiddle some Franks if you know what I mean. I'm really good at flipping Franks around. I think I really nailed it with the fiddle these Franks. Tube steaks? I've touched a couple tube steaks in my time, if you know what I mean. Holy shit, did you see that? Tube steaks. I could come up with a better one for that. Let me think. I could teach you how to tango with some tube steaks. Salami also applies. It goes on the same, it would be the same, like, yeah, like word usage for sausage, though, because it starts with an S. I'm sling some salami. Playing with wieners again, huh, son? Oh, you know it. Sorry, I'm just a little addicted. I've just gotta get it out of my system, as they say. I gotta get it out of my system, and then I'll become a normal boy. A normal white straight boy. I just got to get all of the wiener out of my system. How does this game work? Jesus camp is around the corner. Yeah, so it drops the sausage in the pan and I just like flip it around. This one is a very hard level in particular. It's not like any of the other levels I've done. These are all the ones I've done so far. The brick wall was pretty fucking difficult. But yeah, we're stuck on the lollipop, man. It's tough. This is a tough level. But just to give you an idea. Oh, right. The thinker. The wiener thinker. The thinker's wiener. Oh my god. What greatest gaming achievement still. Something I'm endlessly proud of. Good lord. I'm so happy that I did that. The winker. But yeah, as you can kind of see, this is really what's going on for a lot of this, is just kind of landing wieners on objects. But this one is fucking awful because you're literally trying to like reverse drop the sausage onto the lollipop. So I basically have to like flip it a bunch of times. Oh, that was so close. You can kind of see what I'm going for, where I'm like trying to get some real sick flips going on the sausage, and I'm trying to make it hit like the tip of the pan so that it kind of bends backwards onto the lollipop. But it's really difficult to manipulate. Oh fuck, that was so close. But it's one of those like, I guess you could call it a rage game. I don't know. I'm not getting like, I don't think I'm finding myself getting upset with this game or anything. But it's one of those games where the controls are so like simplistic that it's difficult, because there isn't like any extra way for you to manipulate it. You're just kind of working with a limited business here. But I do have I've started editing the first VOD from this, which was last Thursday. It was I think it was Thursday. Yeah, last Thursday is when I first played this, and I started editing the VOD, so I'll have the full, like, essentially like a VOD highlight for the game up on YouTube probably, if not tomorrow, then Tuesday. Hi, Pink. Thank you for the lurkies. Hope you're having a good night, buddy. Oh, that was, oh my God, that should have been it. Oh. Oh, you were working on that, the video, that recording. How was that going? Have you been, like, watching it back? I don't remember a lot from that recording at this point, so I'm curious, like, if there's any actual good content in there. But yeah, long form editing is so different from short form editing, dude. There's so much more footage that you're working with, man. It takes so much longer just because of, like, the sheer amount of footage you're working with. But the nice thing about editing long form is that you can say, like, you can save timestamps from the long form editing to be like, oh, this would make, like, a really good bit for, like, a short form video, and then you can, like, go back later and edit that. So it's really great for that, just, like, getting some good clips for it, because it's basically, like, I feel like something that people need to do that they don't is just take, like, a VOD and throw it in, like, an editing software, and just, if you're gonna go through the effort of, like, VOD scrubbing, you may as well just make, like, the VOD, make a highlight video of the VOD and just, like, cut it, like, chop it up, and then just make, like, a quick, like, VOD highlight, because you're watching the whole thing back anyway, and you're, like, skipping through it anyway, so, like, you may as well, in my opinion. I don't know. The only reason I haven't been doing that is because I am blessed with Pink being in the community, and Pink has been really helpful for, like, having clips for me to just grab through my Twitch clips manager. And also, like, a few other people have been helping me with clips lately by using the clip command. Oh no! Oh no! Fuck! That was so close. But yeah. I haven't really needed to do, like, VOD scrubbing because I've just had clips, like, available for me to sift through in my clips manager. Like, I'm probably still have, like, a hand, like, maybe 2 or 3, like, really usable clips that I need to, like, edit before I actually, like, need to VOD scrub. But with me, like, essentially making the last, like, sausage, like, stream into, like, a highlight video, I'm definitely grabbing, like, a few good parts from it where I can turn that into a video. I think there's, like, one section in it where I'm kind of, like, talking about, like, my past with streaming. I might honestly just, like, upload that as, like, a Yap short form, because I talk about something that happened in my past with streaming, and I go on for like, I want to say, like, over 5 minutes, like 5 or 6 minutes, where I'm just talking about this thing, and I'm like, you know what? I could probably just upload this as, like, a Yap video for short form. Because there's a really good thing I watched the other day on TikTok from another VTuber that talked about how the best thing that she thinks people could do if they don't feel like they have content to post is just yap. You missed the mark. I was gonna say it because it's probably about that length, but I didn't. I'm trying to cut back, you know. I'm trying to trying to wean myself off. But she was talking about how she yaps a lot on her stream, and so she started uploading just all of the yaps with like minimal editing, where you're like cutting out dead air and you're doing like a couple of pans and zooms and maybe throwing a few images in there, like really minimal editing, and maybe like having auto caption on or something, or auto captioning it. And it was she mentioned how like obviously this isn't gonna work for everybody, but it's what worked for her. And she's just suggested to people like, hey, this is something you can do if you yap a lot on your streams. It's something to consider, because there are like a lot of people out there who are just interested in like listening to people talk. I mean, honestly, like myself included, I will just get immersed and like drown in like just random shit people are talking about. So I get it. Like I get like why that would be content people would want, you know, because it's something that I personally have found myself just watching people yap and talk about whatever. So I definitely think there's a lot of like content out there that people should try. Like I want to try out more React content, but I only really want to do React content to things I find interesting, which is a little difficult because a lot of the time I'll watch those things like in my off time and I won't like think to make it content, but like, I don't know, when I'm like reacting to stuff, dude, I pause so much and I just talk so much, which is evident, which, hi Ezzy, welcome in, which is evident by that fucking video I uploaded, which is literally just like me watching David Achu's like newest video talking about microdramas. His video, mind you, was like 40 minutes long, and then I upload my reaction upload to that video is over an hour. So there's like 25 minutes of me pausing and yapping about the video I'm watching. Like, what the fuck? And that's just like, that's how I do it whenever I'm like watching something on stream. Dude, I straight up just pause and I yap and I talk about like my opinion, even though like I'm sure nobody cares, but I mean, that's, you gotta really think like the whole point.
What's your major?
Hey, are you that guy who flipped that statue onto the glizzy? No, it's the other way around. I got a glizzy flipped onto the statue so it looked like his big fucking hanging schlong his meat was hanging out there. All for the world to see and witness. That's what I did. Is I threw the wiener onto the statue so that the wiener looked like it was his big hanging schlong. That's what I did. You could go see it for yourself, actually. It's out there. The video's out there. It's on YouTube. You could go find out, like right now. You could, if you wanna see a statue with some big schwangin' meat, man, it's there. I made it happen. I did it for you guys. I did it for the love of the game. That doesn't sound right. You're wrong and dumb. You know how I feel about that? You know how I feel about that? Actually, you know what? No, it's not connected. Why is it not connected? No, I can't do the thing. Oh. No, it is connected. I just didn't, it's not showing up on my iPhone. I thought it was, it's working. It didn't show on my iPhone capture for some reason, which is fine. It's not working, it's broken. It's literally not, it's literally working and you're trying to gaslight me and I don't appreciate it. Major, when are you gonna play this game? You were born to play it. This game was literally made for you. Ow. I can see that. I can see with my own two eyes it's broken. What's broken? Tell me. What was broken then? What does that mean? Oh, you know. I'm just saying, if there's anybody in this world that knows how to handle meat better than me, it's probably you. I don't know about that. Listen, I'm not doing a very good example right now of like my meat packing skills here because I'm not able to throw this link on this lollipop, if you know what I mean. Ah. All I'm saying is one person here is juggling meat and the other is watching someone juggle meat. I mean, really, which is worse though? The guy doing it or the guy spending his time watching the guy doing it? Oops. When is your like big like rift-bound slab supposed to get there? In 2 weeks? Oh shit. Or 3? Man, that's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be such a sick display. You know what you should do is you should take them out of the container and use them in like regional play, like IRL tournaments as a flex, dude. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how much of a flex that would be? To like use those cards in like actual league play, man. Holy shit. That'd be like me using the Pokemon 151 Charizard SAR as like as my Charizard card in like a deck, dude. Holy fuck. $400 card and just a penny sleeve, not even in a top loader. I'm thinking about taking some, oh my god, that was so close. I've been thinking about taking another batch of cards into a card shop, selling them, and then just going on TCG Player and just buying all the cards I want. How much is this game? I think it's like $5. Let me go look. $3. It's $3, not $5. 3. It's cheap. It's cheap and entertaining. That's what I like. Blarg, hi, dear king. Hello. Thank you for the 20 stream watch streak, dude. Fuck. I want to sell my cards and only collect Lucarios. You're such a fucking furry, dude. Oh my god. That's fucking crazy. Hello, princess. You're so mean to me. You just kind of like say things and it's just so like easy. This is a reminder, if you guys have the internet bandwidth for it and would like to support the channel, I am also live on YouTube, and YouTube lives count towards watch hours for my YouTube channel, which would help me get closer and closer to YouTube partnership next year. So if you would like to help me out, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, YouTube. Goose holding it down in YouTube chat. I appreciate you, brother. Should make a YouTube command. Do I not have one? I do have a YouTube command, bro. Like a YouTube live one. That's true. But the problem is, the link for YouTube live changes every stream. So it doesn't, like, I can't just use a link, like a link for it, unfortunately. Unless there's a static link I could use, I don't know. I guess I could have it linked to my live tab on YouTube. Because that could work. Even though I have the best browser for disabling a lot of YouTube's closed loop algos. Closed loop algos. Explain. I don't know what that means. Now I have 2 tabs of Hertz open. Do you have my Twitch open or something? Jokes on you, I have 3. Oh, Dragon was saying that. I thought Goose was saying that for some reason. I got, your names are like similar in length. I got them mixed up a little bit. Dude, you know what YouTube Live needs is username colors. That's something that like YouTube really needs to catch up on. Because username colors help so much on Twitch with like differentiating people. Chopsticks holding a hot dog, interesting. Sometimes it's all you got, man. Sometimes that's all you got to work to handle a little bit of sausage. A little bit of link action. How you doing, Klutz? Dragon and Goose totally similar. Just it's the length of the username is similar. So my brain didn't connect the dots yet. I'm sorry. I'm bad at my job. Is this even my, oh my God, I hate when it gets so close to laying that link on that fucking lollipop and I just like, oh, I'm about, I'm gonna make it happen. I have a lot of social media, but even happens in YouTube, but like when you log into most of sites, it's always populated with you, giving you your followed, liked, etc. Oh, like your suggested content, I guess you mean? Like, yeah. Dragon and Geese are from the same evolutionary line, you know? Oh, I believe it. When you try to search beyond that kind of stuff after you have watched that stuff for a few months, it won't really show you all of the stuff beyond it. Oh, okay. Interesting. Because it's trying to keep you inside what it knows you already like, I guess. Yeah, if you suddenly you see all such, yeah, I gotcha. Doing good. Oh, yeah, I'm glad you're doing well, man. What about you at the end? I'm chilling. I had a good day because I got to go hang out with my friend that I don't usually hang out with. And we watched anime and we drank a couple ciders and it was pretty poggers. No way that didn't go on. Just let that link lay there on that fucking lollipop, bro. I swear to God. This game's working against me. Designed to keep us separated. That's sad. Don't some apps reset their algorithm? I hear lots of people were mad about that. I think if anything, they just try and like see if you're interested in like what the general popular content is. So they try and like send you to stuff that is just like general purpose, like not hype content, but just like what a lot of like a big part of general population watches, maybe. I don't know. I'm watching from YouTube because I gotta support one of my favorite creators, and I like my name having a 7 in it instead of a 2. 7 is a much better number than 2. I think I fucked that up. I think it was about to do it, and I let the pan hit it. We'll never know. They showed that on TikTok, Insta, X like 7 years ago when comments on one person's phone on the same video all lean towards one perspective, yet another person would look at the same video. Top guns were completely different because the algos were even moderating comments on videos. That's so fucked. That's so stupid. I want to see different perspectives, man. I want to see different opinions. I want the human experience. And the human experience is other people's opinions, even if they're different from mine, being shown to me. I want to know what people think, not just like my own echo chamber of thoughts. Because if all I'm ever experiencing is like the people thinking the same thing as me, how am I supposed to grow as like a human being or as a person? You don't. You only grow by different experiences that not necessarily clash, but are just like different from your own. I want to know why people think different things and how they work, and maybe in doing so that can change my own perspective on how I think about something, because I take that and I compare it to like my own experiences and my own like opinion on something, and if I think like, oh hey, this makes more sense than what I was currently thinking, then I am more than happy to like think differently on that. Hi Endeavors, hello. I feel like us can get along with others despite differing views because we unite over a thing like video games, not views, etc. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I feel like it's bad. Yeah, American cars better than Japanese. All right, well, some opinions are just objectively wrong. But that's okay, because you're allowed to have your opinion. Most valid statement I've heard all day, 7 supremacy. Yeah, 7 is just a way better number than 2. And that's coming from a guy who's kind of like an odd number hater. I think 7 is like an exception to my odd number hatred. If I'm like changing the volume in my car, I think I fucked it up again. If I'm changing the volume in my car, I will only ever use even numbers or 5 and 0. So if the number for the volume in my car is 1, 3, 7, or 9, I will simply move up or down 1. Number 8 all the way trust. It is the most symmetrical number. What was his name? Double the Kid or something like that from Soul Eater. American cars are definitely better than French cars. Yeah, symmetry. This is not coming from me. It is coming from my former high school math teacher who is French as French could be. He said he remembered seeing auto wrecks in France that were only at like 30 to 35, 40 miles an hour and no one survived. What? That can that's crazy. Wow. Do you think we're gonna land this on the lollipop tonight? That's less safe than a motorcycle wreck. Yeah, that's kind of insane. Although in a motorcycle wreck, at least you're like flying off of the vehicle and your body is like, as long as you're wearing like good protective equipment, you can kind of survive a lot of like motorcycle wrecks. I mean, you'll get banged up, but like you'll be alive. You know what I mean? But for cars with like really shit airbags or really bad crumple zones, a lot of deaths in those cars are because you're getting crushed inside of a big metal box. So driving around with tin cans over there, pretty much it sounds like it. So you how about on that or increase your 5 ton? Yeah. But there is also like a difference between like surviving a car accident and like just being completely disabled for the rest of your life. Oh, I gotta stop like letting go of it, because it's like tapping the tip of the wiener. No, Puerto Rico too, it's only a one-way shot from what my ma said, so if you miss a turn you have to go around a bunch of routes on one singular road. Wait, really? Dude, you know what I've been seeing more in like my area that I'm really down for is like roundabouts, because they're such a great way for flow of traffic. I don't know how I feel about roundabouts in high traffic areas because I haven't seen it utilized in high traffic areas all that much, but I know for like mildly trafficked areas, like roundabouts are so nice. Doing this for almost an hour, just the lollipop part, I'm not surprised. This thing's hard. Near where I live, it's actually horrible. The roundabouts? Do you not like them? Turner grandmother had a friend, I do believe, who actually nearly got pinched in half from a lap seatbelt that was mounted to the floorboard instead of the seat. Oh, a side collision pushed her over the side. We were trying to grandmother in the car with her. Grandma's friend didn't. Damn, dude, what the fuck, man. That's insane. That's rough. Wait, Goose, what game is that? Because I remember a long time ago, I added somebody. The remains of Robloxia. Okay. There was a guy I knew who had the username of D Ivy fan, and I never really understood it. But that makes more sense now after seeing that. I was like, oh, okay. That was funny. Wait, what happened? What is this clip? Oh, I gotta stop like letting go of it, because it's like tapping the tip of the wiener. Shut up. I just be saying shit with this game, dude. Hi Ash, how are you? I'm getting ahead of you doing the hydrate redeem. I'm hydrating right now. Damn. And then she hits, or they hit me with a posture check. That's crazy. Meowdra would be proud of tapping the tip of the wiener. Yeah, I'm glad I can make him proud. Fuck, dude, why do I have to reset, mix it up every time for it to fucking work, dude? This thing is so shit sometimes. Here, let me get you your redeem. I'm sorry, man. I need to figure this shit out.
Oh, wow. I've never been to one of these clubs before. Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, that was sick. That was fucking cool. Damn, I'm really good at juggling this sausage, man. That's just like... Oh, I'm so good at it. It's like I was born for this. Welcome back from the... not welcome back. Good luck with the ads, rather. Sorry. Oh! Oh, so close. Chipotle ads. Oh god, Chipotle ads make me hungry, bro. Chipotle is so good, but it's so overpriced for what you get. Does anybody remember when Chipotle actually used to be like good portions for what you got? Dude, you guys remember when the CEO of fucking Chipotle came out and was trying to be like, we give good portion sizes for what people pay, man. We do. I promise we do. And they were like, no, you don't. Like, you're coping. Oh, dude, Dragon, thank you so much for the 6 gifted. Oh, you got the bonus sub from the dual format thing. That's right. That's right. Thank you for the gifted, man. I appreciate you. It actually it really helps right now the support, because man, this trip out to California is going to be so expensive. So my last Twitch paycheck went to getting the iPhone 11 for improved tracking, which I hope you guys are. I've been like working on the settings for using iPhone tracking, so I hope it's like noticeable in some capacity. And I've also been trying to, like, since I do have iPhone tracking now, I've been trying to like learn how to puppet better with my model, so I'm a little more like animated. And I hope it's been noticeable to some extent, but yeah, I do appreciate the support right now, because this trip out to California is going to be fucking expensive, and I could use all the funds I could get to like survive the trip. I have AI slop ads, bro. Refresh. You gotta gift sub, so you can get out of it. Al, hello, welcome in, dude. I hope you're having a good night, man. It's good to see you. Hello. AI, yeah, dude. Ooh. Oh, I gotta sneeze, hold on. Holy shit. Oh my goodness. Oh! Oh, so close. What was I saying? Fuck. Have you guys seen, like, a lot of people have been posting lately about like alternative streaming websites like to YouTube, Kick, and Twitch, and there's like a new one going around called Valora, and like people are like, yeah, don't use Valora, they use like AI slop to generate like assets and stuff, and like as part of like their website and shit like that. And dude, the fucking CEO for that website is replying to like criticism on Twitter, being like and like insulting people as if like people's criticisms of Valora are like personal insults towards him. And it's so fucking funny because, like, man, what a way to kill your brand before it even becomes a thing. You know what I mean? Like, what a way to like kill any possibility of people using your website by like just being such a dick on like social media over like the most basic of criticism. Avocado, hello, welcome in. I hope you guys had a great stream. I had you guys tabbed up before I started stream. I hope you guys had a great session. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Thank you very much. If you guys haven't seen Avocado before, they do a lot of cool content. They've been doing a lot of pretty consistent D&D content for a while now. So if you guys like Dungeons and Dragons content, please go check out their channel. They're a very cool guy. And also, if you guys like baking content, they upload every now and then baking like recipe videos on YouTube, so guys, go check that out too. A very cool person, and you should definitely support them if that content is to your liking. But if you guys are new here, my name is Hertz. I do a variety of content on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, all that kind of stuff. I also upload reaction and commentary videos on YouTube, and I also do like gaming content. Right now, as you can see, we're slinging some sausage, we're handling some hogs, we're wrapping our little little mitts around some wieners, we're grasping some glizzies, you know what I mean? We're trying to make it happen. We're trying to land these sausages on these objects, and we're having a good time at the same time. So if you guys enjoy your time here, consider dropping a follow. It is free, and you can always change your mind later. But if you guys are rating hopping out, I hope totally understand. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. But yeah, I hope you guys had a great stream. Hope you guys are doing well.
Firmly grasping them hog dogs.
We sure are, man. We sure are. I would throw a bunch of money at you, Hertz, if I could, but I'm broke. That is fine. Dude, I only want people to like spend money on me if it is something that they can do as just like a, what do you call it? A expendable income kind of thing. Like, I don't want people to ever feel obligated to spend money on me. I only want people ever do it if it is something that they can comfortably do without like breaking the bank or hurting their wallet or hurting their finances. So please only spend money if like it is something that will not negatively affect you in some way. He's speaking normal. It is a very, whoa, nice flip, dude. It is a very rare occasion for him to be speaking normal. That is true. Flipping that golden moment. Let's go, dude. I appreciate anytime people clip, which, by the way, if you would like to support the channel in some ways, using the ! clip command is a great way to do it. If something funny ever happens, or if I'm yapping about something that you think is an interesting topic, using the clip command to save that moment in the VOD for me so I can go back and then use it as a clip of a moment for short form, I do appreciate it. Thank you for doing that. So you're my expendable income now? I thought we were friends. Wait, what? No, I'm not. I'm just saying, like I don't want people like spending money on me unless it's something they can comfortably do. I think he wants us to spend money on him. Trust me. No, dude, that's not what I'm saying. Don't, please. You guys bully me. Yes, let's spend money on her. Stop. Knock it off. He's gonna spend money on himself. I do selfishly spend most of the money I get on myself. Sometimes if I have the expendable income, I will use it for like bits on people. That is my favorite form of like supporting people, is using bits. Because 100% of the bits you use on a channel goes to the streamer. So like if you give 1,000 bits to a streamer, they're getting $10. You pay the Twitch portion at checkout. Like 100 bits is like $1.40 or whatever. So you pay Twitch's portion of it when you're buying the bits. So none of the bits get taken by Twitch on the streamer's end. Low-key, what are y'all's most regrettable purchases? I probably shouldn't talk about this, but I'm going to anyway. There was a time in my life, in like my early 20s, where I was a lonely chud of a man, and I would spend money on like on those websites, if you know what I mean. And I, for the most part, I regret it because I ended up filling that void in other ways, and I just realized I really just didn't need to spend all that money I did on those websites. So it's something that I'm just like, man, I just think about all the money that if I didn't spend that money on those websites, that I could have put it towards other things. But I don't know. I mean, it's good to support like creators, and like I'm trying to beat around the bush because I am streaming on YouTube, so I don't know if I want to like openly talk about that stuff on a YouTube stream. But yeah, I mean, it's good to support people like creating things and like doing stuff, but at the end of the day, it was money that I shouldn't have been spending. And it was honestly money that I really just shouldn't have been spending on that kind of content. But, you know, I just wanted to see a couple hogs, you know what I mean? I just wanted to admire some glizzies, if you know what I mean. Buying too many Funko Pops. Sold a lot of them during our rummage sale earlier this summer. Oh, nice, dude. Hertz likes to buy the voice swapped Barbie dolls. What is that? I've never heard of that before. I didn't know that was a thing. We listen and we don't judge, don't worry. I'm glad that's the that's the way to look at it. You found healthier ways to fill the void, so it's okay. Yeah, I mean, healthier financially, surely. But there's, you know, yeah. Also, hey, if we also want to talk about regrettable like purchases or like purchase history, I own And I need to sell these at some point, and I will eventually by probably listing them on eBay or something to like and hopefully a collector will buy my stuff. I own probably over somewhere between maybe around like 40 gamer waifu cups, like gamer subs branded waifu cups and like creator cups. I probably own close to 40, and I definitely need those to go away. At some point. Paid for a Switch with all my birthday money for my at the time partner, and now we are no longer together. Yeah, I could think of a few purchases like that I would regret. I get that, man. Is there a gamer girl in the chat? Words words. No, I'm not asking for gamer girls. My partner is a gamer girl. I don't need to ask about gamer girls. I'll buy that shit. I mean, what? I mean, I probably have some waifu cups you would be interested in if we're keeping it a buck. Like, I probably have a few that you would be interested in. I don't have pictures of all of them, unfortunately. I'd have to go through and take pictures of all of them. So when Mattel started coming out with voice clips for the G.I. Joe action figures and Barbie dolls, they programmed with them with a pre-programmed sayings like Cobra Commander saying "kill them all" and Alu Bar saying "let's go to the mall." Only somewhere along the way, some dude put the wrong label on the shipment and the G.I. Joe voice chips got swapped with Barbie voice chips. That's fucking funny, actually. That's pretty funny. Yes, the cat VTuber. Yeah, you guys know. They kept the Switch too? I believe it. I believe it. I think the only time I regret spending money is when I spent money on this one dude online who lied about his age to me and said he was 17. He was 19 in college, and he was upset and said he lost his Vaporeon plush, and I felt bad, and I bought him a $50 official V1 plush from Ultra Kill? What? Wait, that's so sick. Texas, I'm perfectly fine. We had a friend who knew his mom, and he got his share of consequences. Damn. Fair enough. That's such a sweet thing to get them. Dude, actually, I don't think I'm gonna share this story because it's kind of a trauma story. I was going to share just to kind of like appease the idea, but I have a trauma story that I may share one day about how I got catfished online when I was a teenager. And I basically had, when I was a teenager, I had an online partner who I thought was around my age, but it turned out later that they were a college student, and they were just like fucking with my emotions for funsies, and they came out to me later and confessed to it all. Yeah, it was weird. I'm not gonna like get too deep into that story because it is kind of like a weird subject, but like, man. Man, what a time that was, huh? Boy or a girl? They were a girl. Catfish is is so bad nowadays, especially for kids. It's horrifying. People are twisted that way. Yeah, there's just a lot of fucked up people, man. Student friend relationship, just without the weird college student situation. Yeah, I don't know. You meet all sorts on the internet, don't you? All sorts of interesting people. We'll say that much. That's for sure. Is there anybody that I'm missing having tabbed up right now? I want to tab up this guy because I want to support their content more. Let me tab them up. There's a huge recall on the over 200,000 Barbie and G.I. Joe voice activated toys, and it even showed up in national news with the address. Sending back. Wow, that's crazy. I had friends that would flirt with me to the point where they'd say they'd want to be in a relationship with them. This one girl straight up told me she was playing with my emotions because she thought it was funny. Yeah, there's some real fucked up people out there, man. Real fucked up people. I definitely have situations I regret where I wasn't the best type of person. I don't know if anybody here has ever been in like a friends with benefits situationship, but it can be kind of messy sometimes, and it's something that I regret. I'm not gonna get into the weeds of it, but like, I don't know, just I've definitely grown and learned to treat people better after things I've done in my past. That's for sure. I think the important part of when you have a situation where you recognize that you were in the wrong and did things wrong is just growing from it and just doing your best to do better, you know? I think that's what matters at the end of the day. Reason I cannot take people seriously anymore unless they're in real life and I've known them for years. I don't know them. I don't like rushing into things. It's tough, man. I mean, sometimes you just like really click with someone and then your brain goes crazy. And the brain is so weird sometimes because it'll convince you like, I mesh so well with this person that I just want to move on to the next steps quickly because I don't think anything could possibly go wrong. And then that's just not how life is, you know? You know, the college dude and I were in a relationship-ish, but I had no clue he was older than me, so I feel like people are just so twisted or like gaslighting, because what do you get out of lying about who you are? It's so awful. Yeah, I agree. I've never like lied about who I am, I don't think. I can't recall any situation where I've lied about who I am. I just don't think it's in my DNA to do that. But I've definitely had situationships where I think maybe I wasn't the most forthcoming about how I was treating that friendship. And I think that is something that I've been in the wrong for in the past. Like I wasn't maybe like the most forthcoming about how how my feelings were or anything like that. But it's something I don't have any issues with that anymore. I think it's one of those like learning experiences where you're like, I wasn't the best person, or I wasn't a very good person to this person, and I just need to do better and not be that way anymore, you know? Like learn from the past and all that. Experience personally, and it was I was too gullible to realize I was being played the whole time. It's hard, man. We need to switch topics. We cannot be for the when we're flipping weeders. We should be simul flipping weeders. That's true. Weeder flipping is a time-honored tradition where it's meant to be a happy occasion, a celebratory occasion. You know what I mean? It would be better if I could get past this level and then we could like see new things and like make more commentary based off the new objects that we're flipping wieners onto. But unfortunately, I'm really dropping the ball here. Unfortunately, I'm really fucking it up. I'm not getting past this lollipop. I'm trying. One could say drop in the hog. True. True. Dude, it just gets so close every time. And it's just so disappointing when it doesn't happen or when it doesn't work. Like, why is it so far under it? Yeah, seriously. Soon. Soon. Sometimes, Dragon, when you say like vague words with like evil intention, I get worried. You've conditioned me to be this way. And it and I'm just like, what could he be referring to? What do you mean Dragon's the sweetest person ever? They are a very sweet person, but like, bro. Whenever like Dragon says vague things, I'm like, is this guy like, what's he, is he being nefarious, or is he just being vague and confusing? Frickety frack. Oh, you know what? Maybe I need to do it like that. Not like that, but like, I think I'm kind of getting an idea for how to do this. I'm really learning how to flip these wieners really well, man. Hi, Looney. How are you? Okay, man. What are you doing this for, huh? Wait, it didn't put the nose on me? What the fuck? What? Hold on. We're gonna figure this out. Don't I have that set up? I've been scammed. I'm gonna figure it out, man. Oh! I don't have the nose set up for the chibi model. Sorry. Let me get you your points back. I don't have the nose set up for the chibi model. Sorry. Let me do this. Where is clown nose? It's up here. Then I gotta go here and then reject. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll get it set up sometime eventually. Actively bullying the hunters as support class in this game I'm playing. Hell yeah, Goose. W's. Oh my god, I see something. Just give me 11 hours and all shall be made clear. What do you mean by that? What does that mean? See, do you guys get it? Do you guys understand what I'm confused about? What I'm worried about? When I say he just likes to say vague things
This right
sometimes.
here is my favorite thing ever in the history of forever. I think about this every day. I think about this all night long. I stay awake, not sleeping, because I'm thinking about this.
You think about flipping wieners? Every day? Damn. And I thought I was the wiener guy. Shit. I might just be out wienered by that. That's crazy. Markiplier plus wiener flipping equals eternal happiness. You don't think about flipping wieners every day? No, I totally do, actually. No, I do every day, actually. Yeah, I'm just like you guys. I'm just like you guys. I think about it every day. Execute him. Mod. Whoa, that thing got launched. Mods, execute him. All I'll say is it's Kuma's fault. True. Kuma's the reason I'm playing this game. I didn't even know this game existed until Kuma brought it up. Dude, it keeps getting so close. This game is so mean. I bet my freaky coworker would have a field day with this game. Yeah, maybe? Dude, I have this one kid at my job. He's like 19 or whatever, and he's like really obsessed with Spider-Man. So I talked to him one time about like, hey, do you play like games or whatever? Cause he even brought up to me like, hey, do you watch streamers? And I was like, yeah, I do. And like his favorite streamer is Joe Bartolozzi, who is like a really big IRL streamer. He also really likes queso, so he's just so wholesome. I love he's just such a sweet guy, and I love that his favorite streamers are Joe Bart and queso. So like, damn, he knows ball, he knows good streamers. And he's just so funny because like he's just so obsessed with Spider-Man that he collects like Spider-Man comics. His Apple Watch has like a Spider-Man clock face on it. He has a Spider-Man like water bottle. He has a backpack that he brings that has Spider-Man on it. And just like, I've never met someone so autistic into for Spider-Man. And I'm just like, I love that he has his special interests, and I'm so happy for him that he loves Spider-Man that much. But I brought it up one time of, hey, that's the closest we've gotten. That's the closest we've gotten so far. That sucks that didn't stick. But I brought up to him, oh yeah, since you like Spider-Man so much, have you tried out like Marvel Rivals? Which I don't know like what made me want to bring up that as like a conversation, because I don't even play Marvel Rivals. I just know that Spider-Man is in Marvel Rivals. So I'm like, oh, maybe he plays that game because Spider-Man's in it. And then he ended up being like, yeah, I used to play it and I main Spider-Man and like a couple other characters. And I was like, oh, that makes, you know, that tracks. That he was really into it, and he like main Spider-Man because he's so obsessed with him, or obsessed with the character. And then he ended up like, he said he doesn't play it anymore because he doesn't like how sexualized the game had gotten, which is just like another, honestly, I really respect that from him, because he just gives this like such an innocent personality as like a person. And I just love that for him. And he ended up just started talking to me about Marvel Rivals, and I just had to like kind of just give him the most basic like ahas and like yeahs and like the most basic commentary possible, because I don't know shit about Rivals. And I felt bad because I'm the one that broached this conversation about Marvel Rivals, because I just wanted him to talk about like his special interest a little more. He just ended up going on about Rivals. So he clearly like enjoyed the game until like he stopped playing. And then I don't know. I just love hearing people talk about the things they really like. So I ended up asking him like, oh, did you play like the PlayStation Spider-Man games? And he's like, yeah, I played both of them. And he 100%ed both of them with like platinum trophies and everything on the PlayStation. And I'm just like, this is the biggest fan of anything I've ever met in my life. And I love that for him. I'm so happy for him that he has a special interest that he likes so much. Rivals, I knew that would summon Endeavors. It also summoned Pink too. That's crazy. So obsessed with Spider-Man, you're gonna catch him doing that Spider-Man ceiling trend in the bathroom. Wait, the what? the what? What are you talking about? I don't know what that is. The reason I don't like Marvel Rivals is because the third person POV screens. I can't play third person shooters anymore. I realized this. I put like 100 something hours into Arc Raiders because Boops was really into that game for a while, and I really enjoyed playing it with Boops. It was probably one of my favorite things to do with them. And I just realized after playing that game for like 100-ish hours, I'm just like, I just can't get into like third person shooters. And I realized that, and it makes me a little sad because I want to be able to play games with my roommate, but they play Deadlock now, and like I don't like third person stuff like that, so I don't want to play Deadlock. So it's tough. It's tough. It's so heavily sexualized, it's so bad. I keep getting straight Marvel dit on my face, in my face on TikTok. It's pretty bad, man. It's pretty egregious. Arc Raiders, bleh. I enjoyed it for the time I played it, but I haven't played it in a long time, so I heard it went pretty downhill and they stopped doing expeditions for some reason. So I don't know. Kind of a shame because it was a fun game when it came out. How my Twitter feed is people's fan art of female characters that are Marvel. It's cool, but the game I feel like is just turning into a Gooner game. It does kind of feel like a Gooner game in some ways. Wasn't bad on Resident Evil Recommend because I loved seeing Leon on screen. Anyways, based. It's a trend where people lip sync. Let's do that again. My name's Miles Morales, Gwen Stacy, and they like jump off a hidden chair or stool and pretend they're hanging from the ceiling with their hand. Wait, what? People do the weirdest stuff on the internet. People just be doing stuff, man. Yeah, Leon's a hunk of a man. Leon's a man's man. Look that up, it makes me cringe sometimes. I used to think cringe content was funny and like cringe humor was funny, and then at some point I was like, I just don't like it anymore. Leon Wesker, give me it all. I've thought about doing like an entire Resident Evil series marathon, but I kind of have an issue with like old games where like if an old game has like a really janky like gameplay system, it really takes me out of like enjoying the experience. And I know some of the old like tank control Resident Evils are kind of difficult to get into because of the tank controls and like the way they move through the different like rooms and stuff. So I don't know. They just need to remake every Resident Evil game, and then I can experience them through remakes. Because I've played a lot of like the Resident Evil remakes. I played RE2, I played RE4, I played Village, and I played Requiem. Which actually is kind of like, now that I think about it, I honestly can't believe I've played 4 Resident Evil games. Because I didn't think I would ever actually play Resident Evil games. Because it just didn't seem like an IP that I would enjoy. Have you ever heard of RuneScape? I heard it got this new like Grandmaster quest line or quest that came out. Something about a vampire. I don't know. I'll have to check it out maybe sometime. Resident Evil is so peak. I can't play him though. I'd be too chicken. I mean, at least like the new Resident Evils have like have like game mode. Or not game mode, but like difficulty settings, so you can kind of play it on like a really casual setting where it's just not that bad. I actually really enjoy playing story games on like easiest difficulty possible because I play those games to experience the story, not because I want to have a challenge. And I feel like sometimes I get shit for it because people are like, why aren't you playing this on like standard or hard difficulty? And I'm like, because I don't want to have a bad time. I don't want the difficulty of the game to like stain my opinion of the game, if that makes sense. Like I'm here to experience what the game has to offer. And like, sure, there are games where like difficulty is part of the charm. Like I loved Elden Ring and I loved Lies of P. And difficulty is part of the charm of those games. But for me, Resident Evil, I've never looked at that game series and been like, yeah, I like how difficult this is. Like, no, I'm there because Leon is kicking ass and saying one-liners. That's what I'm there for. I get through Requiem, but here I am with PlayStation Platinum Trophy just waiting for the DLC. There's DLC coming out for that game? No, that was almost it, dude. Oh, that was almost it. We were almost moving on from this fuck ass lollipop. Vampire gives me flashbacks to when my stepdad would sing Bad Liar by Imagine Dragons. He thought it saying I'm a vampire when it said Bad Liar. And he'd be driving down, dining about how he's a vampire. So off topic. That's really funny, actually. I love like when people mishear lyrics for a song and it just kind of completely changes like the narrative experience of it. I tried a platinum RE4 remake just for Leon. I thought RE4 was awesome. I think it might be my favorite Resident Evil game. I thought Village was okay. I think Village had parts of it that kind of felt like it was just dragging. And just kind of like padding for content. But I thought RE4 was awesome. I think it's a great game. RE2 remake was also good. I like that you can play it from both perspectives and stuff. So... Need to play Eclipsium? What is Eclipsium? Gonna take a nap now? Have a good nap, DRK. Gotta log in on making my Night Fury house in Minecraft. Oh, yeah. Have a good lurkies, dude. Enjoy your Minecraft. I'm just gonna be working with these wieners. hard to describe. Were you the guy that bought me that game like years ago? Or is that somebody else? There's someone that bought me a game a long time ago and wanted me to play it, but I never did because I just honestly wasn't interested in playing it. That game, it was some kind of like horror game experience. I don't know. Have you ever bought me a game in the past, DRK? I might have. If I scrolled through my Steam library, I could probably find the game I'm thinking about, but I really just don't want to do that right now. Thank you for the lurkies, Klutz. I'm gonna turn my fan towards me. Give me a second. There we go. When I have my door closed from my room, sometimes my room just kind of gets a little hot. I have to like move my fan towards me. I usually have my fan facing away from me, kind of just circulating air for the room. Just because I feel like air is stagnant if you don't have like a fan moving it around, and it's like noticeable for me. Especially if you have your door closed. Fuck. Wieners, it is wiener time. I'm sorry that I'm disappointing you guys with my wiener performance tonight. I did get you Oxenfree back in 2023. The game you should play. That was the game. Yeah. That was the game I was thinking of. I don't remember. I think I looked into it and then I forgot about it. And then I never played it. I think you got it for me like when I first started like streaming again. Like before I started VTubing, because when I started streaming again, it was like when Lethal Company came out, and then I started VTubing in February, so I think that was probably it. You get my fan facing just past my legs because my eyes are sensitive. No, I feel that, dude. I feel that. I can't have a fan like at my face. For a game that is definitely worth trying because it does have multiple endings. Ah, okay. And not playing. I'm sure closing your door of your room and not playing with wieners for hours is making your room hot. No comment. Oxenfree is a good game. I've never seen anything on it. I really just want to beat this level before getting off stream, but it's already almost 11, so I should think about like ending stream in the next like hour or so. And I'm gonna be so sad if I'm not done with this level by the time I end stream. It will make me legitimately disappointed in myself. For my whole body because I produce an excess amount of heat all the time. I'm also I also produce heat. I was about to say I'm also a hot person a lot of the time, but that's just not true. I give off a lot of heat. Probably had to sleep. I didn't realize it was almost 11. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes wieners are too hard to handle. This guy gets it. This guy knows what they're talking about. Got a working in tomorrow morning? Yup. I'm starting my work week tomorrow. Good night, El. I appreciate you hanging out, man. Thank you for being here. Hope you see you around. Wow. Yo, I'm a hot person too. I'm just gonna start like saying that to people, like, yeah, man, I'm just a really hot person all the time. Asked if I gift you anything, like, I'm not sure. Yeah. I've been gifted stuff from people in the past. I think one of the games that somebody gifted me that I really feel bad about was Zam gifted me Sonic Crossworlds, and then I just didn't play it that much, and I'm just like, I feel bad about this because that game's expensive, dude. And then also, like, Dragons gifted me a lot of games off of like my wish list, and I'm just like, man, I need to play these. I feel so bad when people gift me games because I'm just like, I just don't know when I'm gonna get around to playing them. And Dragons gifted me, I want to say like a half dozen games at this point, and I just feel bad. I just feel bad when people give me things, honestly. That's just the truth of it. I just feel bad when people give me things because I'm like, I don't want you to spend money on me and then I'm like not using the money that you spent on me, you know what I mean? I know I troll gifted Josh a ton of games, like, you know which ones? Yeah. I don't talk to Josh anymore, but yeah. I'm also hot. You're also a hot person, Dragon? Yeah. It's tough out here being hot people. It's tough, man. We gotta cool ourselves off all the time. You're going to feel bad in 10 hours. I'm gonna clear everything out of my Steam wish list so you can't get me anything. I know that's not how that works, because you can gift people things that aren't on their Steam wish list. I'm just gonna clear everything out, so hopefully you don't remember what I have on there. No! How is it getting so close? Have a good nap, DRK. I genuinely feel that. Yeah, it's just like, I just feel bad. Can I be hot, guys? I don't know. Are you hot? Do you feel hot right now? What's the temperature like? I don't know. Do you have a fan in your room, Major? Some money on me all the time and I'm never allowed to pay them back, so I just feel really guilty. I also like, there's things where like I owe money and I'm like, I don't like that I owe money, but there's not much I can do about it because of circumstances. But like, I hate owing people money because it just stresses me the fuck out. Yes, then you're probably a hot person. I think anybody who has a fan in their room is probably just a hot person. Because sometimes you just really need to cool off. Have a good night and stream. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Klutz. It was nice talking to you. I hope you take care. I actually had to check on your profile for a second because I was like, I recognize your username and I think I've seen you in here a couple times. And I saw that you've been following for like over a year and I'm like, oh wow, I guess they have been here for a while. It's always crazy to me when I have someone in my community that's like been around for a while, because then it just reminds me that I'm like, damn, I kind of have been doing that. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, thank the heavens! Oh god! Oh my god! I'm so happy to be done with this stupid fucking lollipop, dude! Oh, fuck! Oh my god! Oh, this stupid fucking lollipop can go to hell. Ah. Damn. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't close out a stream just yet, Klutz. I'm glad you could witness that happen. Holy shit. Thank you guys, thank you. Heartbreaking VTuber cries tears of joy after sticking his wiener on a lollipop. Sources say it's stuck on now. I did kind of make some crazy noises there, I'm not gonna lie. Don't isolate those noises, please. Bro, someone's gonna make a sound pack out of my voice one day. Damn, this level is deceivingly hard. Damn, you gotta like slide it just right. You gotta get like the right amount of speed going, and it's gotta lip over the side. Like the tip's gotta be hanging off the side a little bit, but it can't be going too fast. Guys, I'm just goated. I'm actually just so good at fucking. I'm just so good at this, like, wiener shit, man. I'm just so good with these glizzies. I just need to stay on stream at this point, bro. I can't skip to see these epic wiener handlings. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is just really, like, this is really important content, so... You're so good at slinging wieners. Yeah, slinging these sausages. Grasping these glizzies. Handling these hogs. Got red eyes, use a wiener. I have red eyes all the time. Is that because I just don't get enough wiener in my day-to-day? Are red eyes a symptom of not enough wiener? Dude, I actually gotta show you guys. There's this really funny thing that happened with Freya. I sent Freya this like tweet. Someone said on Twitter, let me find the tweet. It was kind of funny. Yeah, someone like made this post on Twitter where they were like, it was like a meme like Reddit post type deal where they go, my dragon girlfriend, 461F, unemployed, is convinced I, 27, male, blacksmith, only want her for her scales. How do I convince her that the armor I forge with the shredded scales is highly renowned across the realm, helping me provide for our family of 11? And I saw that tweet and I'm like, oh, this is so funny. Let me like send this to Freya because it's kind of like a funny little joke, like haha, like she's like, her OC is a dragon, so she's like my dragon girlfriend, and like I'm like the blacksmith in this situation. So I send this to her and she goes, me and March. March as in the blacksmith from Fields of Mystria, this farming game she plays. And I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like, he's a blacksmith, it works. And I'm like, oh no, it's okay. I'll just go sit over here, I guess. And she's like, no, please. And I'm like, no, don't mind me. I'm just gonna go sit over here in the corner. It's while you hang out with March. and my specialized little chair over here, just watching my girlfriend with her fictional husband, like. Dude, I was like, part of me was like low-key like actually upset because like I just thought it was like a cute, like, oh, this is like a cute little us tweet, right? And then she just brings up this fictional character she's obsessed with. I'm like, oh, okay, I see where I stand. I see where I'm at on the totem pole here. Fields of Kakria. It's funny because the last thing she sent me in our DMs is art of March and then her using like a feral dog gif because it's art of March. Dude, she's down bad for this fucking character, dude. I think I want to play Outer Wilds sometime soon. Cuz I think I own the game. Let me double check. Yeah, I own the game. I just never played it. And I've owned the game for a really long time. I just haven't played it yet. And I know it's like a really good experience of a game. And I know it like tackles a lot of like really important subjects about life and stuff. And I think really what it comes down to is like the reason I haven't played it yet is because I've had a lot of like really emotional shit happen to me in the last few years, and I think I can't really handle like super sensitive media like that Outer Wilds might have going on. And like it's also the reason I haven't watched Frieren yet, is because I know Frieren would kind of like hit me a little too hard. But I think I want to try playing Outer Wilds soon as like a story game for the channel for me to do. But yeah, that might be something I do maybe after I get back from Wasteland or something. Nice. Right on there, dude. You love to see a glizzy land right on it, dude. You love when it connects so beautifully.
This right here is my favorite thing ever in the history of forever. I think about this every day. I think about this all night long. I stay awake, not sleeping, because I'm thinking about this.
I like that you chose to do that now because there's a foot on the screen. And now I can accuse you of enjoying certain things because Markiplier was pointing right at the toesies. You would never. You wouldn't dare. I mean, man, at least these dogs are covered up because there was a level. Let me show you. There's a level back here where it's literally just the foot. Where is it at? There's just a foot in here somewhere. Yeah, there's literally a fucking foot. Man. So like at least this one's like covered up, dude. Those dogs need to be held back. They need to be contained or else they're gonna start barking. I gotta answer the call. Excuse you. No, you didn't hear it. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything, don't worry. Let him breathe, let him howl, call up the pack. Yeah, we got you guys sometime. That's insane, totally clipping that. Dude, at this point, Pink, you could probably like make a clip channel and just like go clip to upload. With the amount of clips you take, man, oh my god. Oh, wait, why are we handling wieners? It is a time-honored tradition of wiener handling where I have to test my skills. Well, I have to put my skills and experience to the test at least once a year like this in order to renew my gay license. Or I need to be able to renew my LGBT card. So I gotta it's basically like a driver's license test but for handling wieners. So it's like getting forklift certified, if that makes sense. They gotta put me through the motions to make sure I'm still good at it. Don't you renew it when you kiss your homies goodnight? Have you not been kissing homies with the sweetest goodnight? I think it's like maybe it's like a state by state basis. I think some states don't honor homie kissing as a way to renew it. Because I know where I'm at, they don't accept that form of like qualification. Needs to know how to safely handle wieners. Yeah. Oh, that was so close. This one has socks on it, so it don't count. That's fair. Nobody wants their wiener handled with socks on. That's for damn sure. ain't no wiener of mine gonna touch some socks, if you know what I mean. I've thought about making like a YouTube channel for VTuber clips, so that when I'm like watching my friends' streams, if I ever have a clippable moment, I can just like straight to upload onto the channel. I've thought about doing that because it's nice that Twitch has this feature where you can take clips that you make and just straight upload them to like YouTube and TikTok. I've thought about doing that. I just haven't done it yet. I'm thinking I might set that up sometime soon, just so I can upload that and shit. Imagine making a channel that's just dedicated to this game and wiener flipping. Bro, that would be kind of awesome. The sad part about it is at some point people will stop playing it and you'll run out of content. And that's a future I don't want to think about the possibility of. You know, thought about it too. It's one of those things where it's like, it's nice thinking about it, but the reality of like doing it is a lot more daunting, because you're like, oh, well, like, what if I just don't upload on it and then the channel like dies or whatever? Or it's one of those things where it's just like, you don't want to like add obligation to your life. And I would worry that if I like started a channel like that, I would feel obligated to upload on it. Does that make sense? Like, it's that feeling of not wanting to add more obligation to my life when I already have so much going on. But like, the thought is still nice of like, oh, it'd be kind of nice to do this. That way I could like showcase my friends being funny or interesting, you know? I don't know. I might just do it anyway, because like, it's just so easy to upload clips straight from Twitch these days. It used to be a lot harder, because you used to have to download and then put it through a program and then upload it that way. But now you literally being able to upload it straight from Twitch's website is actually so fucking awesome. Dude, I haven't seen the burp command in a hot minute. It's crazy that there was a time where that command was getting used like every stream, or like multiple times a stream. Not wanting to overwhelm yourself or work yourself, but it's definitely a cute idea for memory keepsakes. Yeah, I mean, that's really like the primary reason I upload short forms so often, is because it's more of like a memory keepsake. Because when I uploaded so much in 2024, I have hundreds of videos or short form videos from 2024 that I can look back on fondly, of things I got to do with friends and on my own. And it's cool. Cause like, I've had multiple times in the last, like, since I've been a VTuber, where I've like just kind of doom scrolled on my own channel, and I've just like looked back, like watching like dozens of my own shorts, like just scrolling through the feed of it and just kind of reminiscing and reliving those memories in my head, and just thinking about like what I was doing at the time, the games I was playing, the people I've met. And I don't know, I'm a very like introspective person. I'm a very like reminiscent type of person. I get very like melancholy a lot of the time. I like things like keepsakes and like memorabilia of like instances. So I don't know, that's just the type of person I am. So I like being able to hold on to memories of things. Go catch my friend streaming Twitch. If this bot exists, she's gonna have 2,000 plus burps. Discord calls are horrendous. Dude, Freya has been burping more often, and it's kind of crazy because I feel like she didn't used to like openly burp that much, but she's been doing it so much now. It's kind of wild. I think she embraced it. Oh, she definitely has, because it's like it's so much more often than it ever used to be. Airing Freya out. She aired herself out by adding a burp command to her own channel that is already like getting close to 50 uses. So like that's on her, not me. Oh, it's just beautiful. Perfection in a nutshell. Helmet. Endeavors. It's you. Sorry, I'm slapping a wiener on your helmet, Endeavors. What time to head to bed? Night, y'all. Yo, take care, Klutz. It was nice having you here. Appreciate you being here and yapping and talking with us. I hope you get some good rest. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. I won't be streaming again until Thursday. My schedule this week is making it that way. But if you are into Discords, we have a Discord that we're slowly getting more active in, so we're happy to have you. But I understand people have their Discords already. It's one of the Discord's like one of those things where like people have their Discord homes already, so it's hard to get people interested in a new Discord, because it's like, oh man, do I really have time to get into a new Discord? Or do I really want to dedicate myself to a new community, you know? See you soon. Sounds good, Klutz. Catch y'all later. Yeah, take care. Get some good rest. Whoa, that was an aggressive slap on the helmet, man. Just stay there. Nice, dude. I should have taken a screenshot of that and sent it to Endeavors. Nice. How close are we getting to finishing this, actually? We're getting there, man. We're at like 60% of the way through. We've come a long way, man. We've come a long way. We're like 60%. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of our wiener skills, man. I think we're really making a difference here. But I think we might need to consider ending within like maybe a half hour or so. So we'll probably aim for like a half hour-ish. I'm kind of excited for like the future of like making content and like YouTube and stuff, because I've been working really hard at it, trying to like put out regular content and stuff, and I'm really looking forward to just like getting better at it and like uploading like regularly and stuff. I think really it's something about like streaming and like YouTube and like making shorts and like getting better at editing. There is something to be said about just like the journey of just like getting better at the medium of like entertaining people and like being a good like community leader and like providing a comfortable space for people and stuff like that. Or these peas are like a Plinko machine. I think that's what's like motivating me to like want to do community nights on like on like work weekends, because I just want to like, I want to feel like we're a community more. And like I really love the people that have like sorry, give me a second to clear. There you go, Hertz. Oh, I'll send this to Endeavors. Thank you, Dragon. Appreciate it. Raven, hello. How are you today? Give me 1 second. I need to send something to a friend. Where's Endeavors in my... Here he is. Hello, how was your stream? Hi. Overwatch? Did you have good games at least? Hi, Endeavors. Dragon like clipped that for me, so I had to send it to you. I had to know we're standing on business. Fuck no. Oh, I'm sorry. That's rough. What wait, what heroes do you play? Which, by the way, guys, if you have not had the privilege of meeting Raven yet, please go check out their channel. Consider giving them a follow so you can try and see them live sometime. They're a cool streamer that I would love to try and play games with sometime, although it is hard to schedule things because we're people and we all live lives, so it's hard to like try and make that happen sometimes. But if you could check them out sometime, maybe you would like their content, you could always drop them a follow, and then if you don't feel like keeping up, you can always unfollow like in the future, because following is free and it's a great way to check people out and see if you like a new content creator. Speaking on that, if you guys are new here, my name is Hertz. I do a variety of content. We do YouTube, TikTok, and what do we do? We play games, and I also do like commentary stuff, and I do like react videos. If you guys like YouTube background noise, I'm good at that. I'm really good at YouTube background noise, so please check that out if you would like. But if you guys are raiding and running, I hope you have a great night. Sorry, these peas are really fucking with me right now. But if you choose to stick around, I hope you enjoy the stream. Thank you for being here, and thank you again, Raven, for raiding. I will do my best to take care of your community. What? Hertz is lying. He is known for flipping a wiener on the finger statue, and that's all he really does. He just plays with wieners all day and night, and with no end in sight. You're making me sound like a Team Rocket villain. Like, what the fuck? My PC is now fixed. Let's go. Huge W's. I'm free mostly. I am terrible at reaching out to people, but I will try to keep that in mind when I try to set something up again. I try to do collabs when I don't work on a weekend, if that makes sense. Like if I'm not scheduled for a Saturday, I will try to make a collab happen, because it is like one of the best days to like make a collab happen. So if I ever have a Saturday off again, I will try and keep that in mind and try to reach out. But if I forget, it's because I'm a dumb bitch that has a really goldfish brain and I'm very forgetful, and I'm sorry. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with these peas? Whoa. All flip-flopping around, man. Oh, I thought that was gonna be it. I want to get past the peas. Whoa. Dude, so I was at my friend's today and we were watching animes, and I mentioned to them that Buzzball is coming out with a new limited edition flavor that is based on Pop-Tarts. It's a Pop-Tart Buzzball, where the flavors I believe they're coming out with are the Pop-Tart S'mores and the Pop-Tart Brown Sugar and cinnamon flavors. And they were like, oh, that sounds really good, I want to go get that. So we ended up going pausing the anime and taking like a detour where we just went to a liquor store to see if they had it yet. But I guess the Pop-Tart Buzzballs are only in like limited like locations and stuff, and they didn't have it at the one we went to. So we just grabbed a couple ciders instead. But they got so excited about it, and it was so sad when we got there and they were like, oh no, we don't have those. And we were just like, no. I didn't, to be fair, I didn't want to try it personally. It doesn't sound appeasing for me because I've tried like chocolate alcohol before and I don't like it. I don't think it doesn't mix very well to me, but I know some people do like that. So I don't know, maybe the Pop-Tart Buzzballs are good, but like I don't like the idea of like a sweet treat having like the aftertaste of alcohol added to it, you know what I mean? Doesn't sound appealing to me. What I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to like flip it so that the tip of the wiener threads between those two peas and then it gets like stuck in there, is what I'm hoping is gonna happen. But these peas are positioned in such a way that it's really precarious. These peas are positioned in a very precarious way. I like alliteration where you just like keep using the same first letter with words. It's like one of my favorite things. Oh my god, it's so difficult. Have you had Kahlua? Yes. It's also like similar to Bailey's, which is like a creamy alcohol. I don't know, there's just something about it I don't really vibe with. I think I'm just more of a like a wine cooler type of person where it's just like a fruity flavored alcohol. Or I grew up in a whiskey / scotch family. So I grew up with those like gasoline alcohols where it's just like, this isn't generally appealing to most people, but I like it because it's what I grew up with. So I need to finish my mana potion. Dude, didn't you buy did you buy a Biggie Ball or did you buy the boulder? Because I found out they sell Buzzball boulders now. Have you guys seen that? They're fucking huge. It's actually like ridiculous. It's such like an egregious amount of alcohol. I love whiskey. Peanut butter whiskey is the best. There's this whiskey called Drambuie. I don't know if it's a whiskey or a scotch, but honestly, I hate having to clarify the difference between whiskey, scotch, and brandy, because it's like they're similar alcohols, but like they're different enough that people who care are like, yeah, they're just so different. I'm just like, it's just alcohol, man. Like, we don't need to be so super serious about it. But there's an alcohol called Drambuie that is kind of like it kind of like caramelly or caramely, I don't know, caramel. It's kind of got like that flavor to it, and it's so good. Oh, I love it a lot. Screwball is so good. Is Screwball like orange juice and vodka, or am I thinking of a screwdriver? I'm trying to remember what a screwball is. Oh, dude, that was so close. I didn't think the peas were gonna be this difficult, but they're really giving me a hard time here. Screwball is amazing. What the fuck is a screwball again? Screwball. Made with peanut butter whiskey. Oh. It's screwball with a K. Oh. Okay. You thinking of a screwdriver? Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little stoopy sometimes. Yeah, I'm a little dumb. I was a little sad though, because when I was hanging out with my buddy watching anime, he was like, do you want to smoke a little? And I was like, nah, I probably shouldn't, because I gotta drive home. And like, I mean, I know that smoking like a little bit, it's gonna go away pretty quickly, but I don't know. I don't like the idea of like smoking if I'm gonna drive like ever that day. I'm just not, I don't vibe with that. But I was also a little sad because I was like, I do kind of want to smoke, but it's fine. Next time. I think, dude, I think smoke, like a little bit of smoking with like anime is probably one of the best things ever. Maybe that's just me being a degenerate weeb, but like, man, it's nice. There's like a story time video I want to make sometime. You know how like one of the, like the more popular forms of like short form content is people doing story times. And there's like this story time I want to do sometime where it's about a experience I had at work where I had a guy where I don't know like what his problem was, but he was like an older gentleman who was like checking out, and I literally had the most like it's one of those experiences where it's like it's too dumb to write it because it's not believable. But like the guy was going for his payment and he had his card out, and I said, "Oh, you can do tap to pay," because like he was just kind of standing there with his card. And instead of putting his card up to the screen, he like holds the card in his palm and starts tapping the screen with like his index finger. And I was like just standing there kind of in awe at the situation unfolding before me, where I was like, there's no way this guy is being like serious about this. But after he tapped it like a few times, I'm like, oh, he's like serious right now. He's like, this is like legitimately, this is like, he's like doing this right now. So I was like, no, you use your card and tap it and press it against the screen. And so he did that, and then the payment went through, and he was like, oh. And I was like, in 2026, have you never used like tap to pay with your card before? That feels so implausible. It doesn't feel like, because tap to pay has been around for like a bit. So it's like I've never, like, it's so foreign to me that someone could be like not have used tap to pay before. Or at least like, I don't know, it was just kind of crazy to me. But like, I get it. Some people, I've had people like swipe their card still, and I'm like, that's crazy. Getting pumped up reading the Heavy Knight manga. Dude, I bet the manga slaps. Because the anime is like, okay. But like the concept of the anime is kind of fire. And like there's been like really hype moments in the anime that I've liked a lot. So I bet the manga slaps. Tech has moved so fast in the past 20 years. Yeah, but I mean like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just accustomed to like tech moving fast and like trying to keep up with like the speed of tech like moving, but it's still crazy to me when like stuff like that happens, where it's just like it just feels so impossible that this is happening right now, because of like this being kind of common for like a while now. But I guess, you know, people like adapt to technology at different paces. But it was still kind of just wild to me. Dude, I also, oh my god, I didn't talk about this yet, but I just remembered this from work. So at my job, I'm mainly selling like auto parts, and I sell auto parts to like regular people, but I also like half of my job is selling auto parts to mechanic shops. And then sometimes, if I'm unlucky enough, I will install a battery for a customer as a courtesy. So I had this one day, like a couple weekends ago, where it was a weekend shift, and it was pretty slow. And I had this guy come in and needing like a battery done. And we tested like his battery first, because I typically always will ask the customer, hey, let's test it first to see if this is like actually the issue, so you don't spend like $250 or $300 on like a new car battery when that's actually like not the problem. And it was kind of wild, because we get out there and the guy's kind of like having a hard time keeping up with me. And I noticed when he like had to step over the curb, it took him like a couple seconds to like get over the curb, because he like looked at it for a minute and like needed to like balance himself. After like a little bit dealing with this guy, it was becoming increasingly obvious. This guy was very, very drunk, and he was like doing his best to make it seem like he was not drunk, but it was very obvious after like you just kind of notice, like if you just look at the guy for a minute. And then I tell him like, okay, yeah, your battery isn't good, we need to get this replaced so you can drive. Mind you, like, am I gonna up this slight step? Yeah, no, he was having a hard time. Mind you, my first indicator should have been how he parked in the parking spot, because his parking, he was like only halfway pulled into the parking spot. Like the ass of his car was like hanging out, and there was like a good 2 feet between like the front of his car and the curb. So I had to like it was kind of wild. And when the guy would like, I had him like turn his car on so we could do like a starter and an alternator test to see if those were the issue, and it was the battery. So he was like in his car, and I was like, okay, yeah, we need to get a new battery for you. And he's like, all right. and he doesn't get out of his car. He stays like sitting in his car, and I'm like I'm like wrapping up my device, my tester device, and I'm like turning to go into the store, and he's just sitting there, and I walk like a few steps before I turn around and see him in the car, and I'm like, hey, I need you to come inside. And he's like, oh. And I'm like, yeah, you gotta like pay for the battery. And he's like, oh, okay. So then he gets out of his car and he comes to follow me, and he has to step over the curb again. And what ends up happening is he can't balance himself enough to step up over the curb, that he like leans his body onto the truck that he's parked next to so that he can get his leg up over the curb. And I'm just like watching this happen, and I'm like, this is bad. Like, this guy should not be driving, you know? And I'm just like, we get inside. He's acting like fairly normal, except maybe like he's kind of breathing a little heavy. And we get him up to the counter, and I start, you know, giving him some options on the battery and stuff. And he's like, he seems like he's just half paying attention, and he's like leaned up against the counter and stuff. And I get him the battery, and I do the whole sale, and I take the battery out to his car with a couple tools to like do the swap. And it takes him probably like a good few minutes to get out of the store and then back to his car, when he's just parked like right out front. And I'm just like working on his battery, and he's just like standing there like watching me do it for some reason, which like I don't really get that in the first place. I don't really get like why some people just insist on like standing there watching you put a battery in their car, or like standing there watching you put like wiper blades on their car. I'm like, I would rather you kind of just like sit in your car, so I don't have to feel this like awkward energy coming from you, where you're just like watching me do this, and like for some reason. And he's just kind of wobbling, and he's just kind of standing there, and he's not really saying a whole lot. And I get the battery done, and I'm just like, okay, do you want to start it up for me? And he looks at me and he's like, I thought we just changed the battery. And I'm like, yeah, I want to make sure it's working properly before I leave, before I go back inside. And he's like, oh, okay. And he gets in his car and he starts the car, and it's working. So I'm just like, okay, have a good rest of your day. And he's like, yeah, you too. And he gets in his car and he just drives away. And I'm like, in hindsight, I probably should have called the cops and been like, hey, this guy isn't okay to drive. But I didn't think about it. I was more focused on like how awkward the interaction was, that I didn't really think about like, hey, I should probably do something about this. But should have after the sale. I should have. I absolutely should have, but I didn't think about it at the time. Good night, Major. Sleep well, dude. Thank you for hanging out, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, it was really, really awkward and really, really strange, and I didn't vibe with that situation at all. I think it just made me really uncomfortable, so I was kind of just like wanting to get out of there and like move on, but I really should have said something or done something. Gonna pop off stream for now. It was a fun time. Enjoy it. See you, man. Taste report soon. Yeah. Taste report soon. Let's go, W. Have a good night, Goose. Thank you for hanging out, man. I think with people going to bed, that's probably a good sign as to maybe we should also end stream and go to bed ourselves. Well, actually, I won't be going to bed. I'll be up editing because I don't need to go to bed until like 2 a.m. ish. Because that's just what my bedtime usually is. I go to bed pretty late because of my work schedule. I mean, now's a good time as any to like go to bed. I want to beat this peas level though. This peas level is kind of pissing me off. I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to beat it. It just slides right through the peas, man. Hydrate. All right. I think I'm gonna try doing that tomorrow though. Maybe when I get home from work, I think I'm gonna try making that channel or that like clipping YouTube channel. I don't know. It'd be kind of like hard to use though, unfortunately, because the uploading directly from Twitch requires you to link your Twitch to that YouTube channel. So I wonder if I'll even be able to do that from my Hertz account. I wonder if it's going to require me to like make a second Twitch account or not, which would be kind of annoying if I have to, but hopefully not. We'll see. I'll see how that looks tomorrow. Or I might look into it tonight. I don't know. I think it's just one of those things where like I watch a lot of streams and I think it'd be kind of cool to just be able to upload clips of my friends or streamers that I like. And honestly, if you watch like a lot of streams, it would probably be pretty easy to upload like super regularly. You know what I mean? As long as you're not like taxing your time by like actually going and editing and you're just uploading Twitch clips straight from Twitch, it's probably not that hard to keep up with. But I don't know. I'll see how it looks. Cause that's what, when I was, this was a while ago, but when I was visiting my sister once, they had like just rolled out that feature. So I was actually using that as a way to like upload some clips while I was away from home. Because I didn't have obviously I didn't have like a way to edit clips. So I kind of used it to upload a couple Twitch clips. It's kind of convenient. I think the only difficult part about it is like those clips that you upload, it's just raw footage. So a lot of the time there's a lot of opportunity for people to like swipe away and like not enjoy a clip because there's like so much dead air in the clip. But I mean, that's just part of like using the convenience of it. Is just like it's like a pros and cons thing, right? Like the pro is it's really easy to get it up onto a channel. The con is like it's really difficult or there's very limited ways to like edit the clip, but it's convenient and it's fast. So that's kind of like the whole point. I think I would probably, I think what I would probably do is, if I do make it, I think what I would do is I'd ask people or ask friends or like ask like in the chat of like channels I'm watching, like, hey, are you okay? Because I'd want consent. I wouldn't just want to upload anybody unless it's like a super mega big streamer that has like hundreds of or thousands of viewers or whatever, because then people are clipping them anyway, and it's just like I am just a cog in an endless machine of like people that are already doing this. But if it's like a smaller channel, I want to like get consent because I'm actually able to communicate with that streamer, because a bigger channel isn't gonna see me messaging in their chat asking for permission to upload their clips. They're just they're not gonna see that or respond to that, because you know, when chats move fast, you can't really keep up with them, man. It's pretty impossible sometimes. All right. We should... I need to know when to give up. Oh, right. Made good progress today. How many levels did we do? Time to peas out. We got... $15 levels done. We still have 10, 20, 30. We have 36 levels to go for beating the game. But we'll see how we get there. I definitely just want to keep playing this game until I beat it, to be honest. So I'm sure I'll get there eventually. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna end the YouTube side. Have a good night, YouTube watchers. I appreciate you guys tabbing at the YouTube stream and helping with watch hours and stuff like that, so thank you for that. I appreciate it.